The ruling that just came out is not a final verdict regarding genocide. I think the easy way to think about it is kind of like a preliminary injunction. So as the case about whether or not Myanmar committed genocide against the Rohingya Muslims, this order determined and ordered that Myanmar must take all necessary steps in order to prevent future transgressions of the Genocide Convention, and also to retain all available evidence that could be utilized in the ongoing case on the question of whether or not the country actually orchestrated a genocide in this case. The ICJ is the International Court of Justice, and that is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations. The ICJ hears two kinds of cases. One is called contentious cases. Those are cases that are between two aggrieved states. And it also can hear advisory opinion cases. The lawsuit is essentially an accusation that Myanmar violated the Genocide Convention. So in this case, it's unique relative to kind of a contentious cases type of case, since it's not between Gambia and Myanmar, but rather this type of crime is considered a crime against all of international society. So any member who is a member state of the ICJ may bring a case forward. By representing an initial judgment about the likelihood of that genocide is in fact taking place, it validates what a lot of human rights organizations and other countries have been shouting about for quite some time, that this is happening and something needs to be done. So by giving validity to that through this judgment, I think it can further embolden other types of actors, whether these are states or NGOs or just any sort of global activist groups, to exert more political pressure on Myanmar to cease and desist at minimum. The next step, there's two kind of next steps. There's what do you do with this kind of preliminary injunction, and that would involve getting compliance partners around the world, so other states or other actors, to leverage some pressure on Myanmar to comply with it. The court itself does not have any compellent powers that it can exert on the country. As far as where we stand right now, so as I mentioned, this is one part of a longer process of a trial about whether or not the country conducted a genocide. When that verdict comes down, the verdict would specify whether or not genocide took place, and the order would order the country to hold those who were responsible for orchestrating the genocide accountable. The ICJ only makes judgments against states, not individuals. So at that point, either Myanmar needs to prosecute those responsible in domestic court, or it would have to cede its jurisdiction to the relevant authorities, which in this case would be the International Criminal Court, who can hold individuals accountable for genocide, among other crimes.